Hello everyone. I know it's been a long time since I've come on here and done a video, so I wanted to show you how I am using my Hobonichi weeks inside of my Gillio Slim Appunto. I am using a custom layout that works for me. So over here I just have some floral stickers and just in the pockets, and then all of these stickers are from Temu, all of these here. I have the yellow Hobonichi. I have the clear cover on it. In here, inside of the pocket, I just have my mother's memorial card. I have some Canon Ivy prints that I had printed out. And then over here, I just added a couple of stickers. So the sections that I'm using in here for the monthly, I'm not using the yearly tracker because there's nothing that I would really be able to use that for. So here I am using the monthly just like this, little stickers that I have on here. And that's the way that all of my monthlies are set up. Over here, now this one, it's the spring edition, so it's the April start. I got it in June, so I decided to use the weeks that were not being used in the front to set up goals and accomplishments for every month, because I like to have that in every single planner. So I just put washi across the bottom. I put the month and the year, the goals and the accomplishments. I use whiteout to get rid of the day and the date. And I do that for all of the months until December. Then I decided to do a book log. So with the book log, I am using, again, the weekly space. I have the title of the book, the author, the start and end date, and then the rating system for that book. Again, just washi at the bottom. So I was going to use this side to journal for every week or every time that I was finished with this, but then I decided that I've been flying through books and I may not have enough space. So right now I stopped journaling just in case I need to use those extra spaces. So now this is something that I would typically do in the commonplace book at the back on the extra pages, but I will start that when I get my new one for January. So with the weekly, the way that I'm using it, this works for me. I've tried many times to use a weeks and it fails every time because the layout that I was trying to use was not working. So when I'm using this layout, it's been about 6 weeks now. It is working out perfectly for me. So the way that I do it is I just have a little line over here so that I can track the weather, anything that my son has going on, and then anything that I have going on, like important things, because I do use this just as very minimal information, and then I have another planner that I'm using with this one that I do more detail and more stickers and things like that. So the way that this week over here, the weekly part, the sheet is divided is I do write the week up at the top, and then anything that is a priority goes over here. Then I have a tracker where I track Monday through Sunday to coincide with this, my Bible reading, my regular book reading, my blood pressure medication, my alone time, self-care sort of thing, and then quality time with my son. Anything that is to buy goes over here, and chores go over here. I always have like a little girl here. So I've already drawn out next week, and this is what the blank looks like when I do this. Again, the weather, my son, myself, and then I just have to fill in my headers. So I just do that by writing priority. Even though you can use fountain pens in here, I just use a regular ballpoint pen. This happens to be a Jetstream, Uniball Jetstream. And then I'll just fill it, like put a little girl sticker over here, and then I'll put washi at the bottom. But I do use the pencil board to draw out this, these layouts. And then in the back where I have the extra sheets of paper, this is where I'm doing a weekly to-do list. So instead of doing it on that other sheet, instead of doing it here, I'm doing it over here. So this is just like a concurrent, anything that doesn't get done that I can move over, I do move over, I check them off and I highlight them. So then anything that's left back here will be for journaling or anything else that I decide that I want to keep track of or write down. But that's pretty much how I'm using my weeks, and it's working out beautifully. It's 6 weeks in, I'm still going strong. I'm keeping track of everything, so I know exactly what information I would need to come in here to look at. Some days I don't need to fill out too much in this area, but it's just for key points throughout the day. So if I had to go somewhere and throw a planner in my purse, it would be this one, because this has like all of the important things that I would need to do. So I hope this information was helpful to anybody that is struggling to find out a way to use their weeks effectively for them to make it work according to their planner needs. Just know that planning is not one size fits all. You can always make it your own. You don't have to use it the way that the layout is. Change it up, do what works for you, try different ideas. If that idea did not work with that layout, I was gonna try something else, but it's working out beautifully and I'm happy that I did it that way. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.